Yeah, no, I think we could have done a little better job on offense, scoring touchdowns when we had the drives rolling and then kind of stalled out at the end to settle for three. We need to do a better job of finishing when we have the opportunity and when we got it rolling. And that's, me as well, making better decisions with the football at times. So overall, it was a great team win, but I think we could have done a little better in certain areas.
And last question for me, what are you looking for in that San Diego State game?
Oh, I was just curious to see who won, but it's going to be a great game next week. Really good opponent. I can't wait for it. Nice cowboy hat. I love it.
Jake, I know you just try to focus on one game at a time, but do you realize the significance of playing Nevada at home, a team that beat you guys last year, and also the rivalry with Fresno State?
Yeah, no, it's a big game, and they got a lot of really good players. So whenever we get a win against a really good West opponent, it's big. So we knew the implications coming in tonight, and I just kind of had a feeling. The preparation this week was really good. The guys came out each day with a purpose and a plan, and we executed on offense during the week. And Coach Grubb got on the offensive line, and they responded, and they came out and played physical tonight. So it was a team win just like it was last week, and I couldn't be proud of the guys.
You talked a little bit about Mims and his performance, but when did you know that Ronnie was not coming back in this game?
Right after he scored that long touchdown. Just kind of unfortunate what happened, but he's a tough kid. He's gonna rehab as hard as he can to get back for next week's game, and yeah, we'll roll with who we got. Jordan's a great player, and he's capable of toting the rock every snap. So I trust him and know he's gonna do a great job for us.
Just curious if you have an opinion on Carson Strong and the performance that he put out there. There was a lot of hype between the two of you guys.
Yeah, no, he played great tonight. I talked to him for a couple minutes after. We kind of grew up in the Bay Area, and we played on the same 7-on-7 team. I was a year older than him, but I've met him before and talked to him and have a little bit of a relationship, not a huge relationship, but we talked after the game. He played great, made a ton of really good throws, and his stats show that, but Dogs got the win tonight, so happy about it.
Hey, Jake, the first quarter play, the 64-yard touchdown by Ronnie Rivers, it looked like the block by Vavao really sprung that play. What did you see?
I was just looking for a certain look on the outside. It was an RPO, and they were playing outside leverage on Cropper. It took my throw away, so we saw the box that we had, and we felt confident pushing it front side and giving the ball to Ronnie, and O-line did a really good job of making it happen.
Any more questions for Jake? Thanks, Jake.
Go Dogs.
Who wants to start off questions?
Hey, Jordan, just talk about, tonight, after Ronnie went down and you had to flip the rock the rest of the game. So what was your mindset? What do you think of your game tonight?
It's hard to see, Riv go down. It's a brother of mine, but, I know I have to step up and, make plays just like he would, or I would.
Is this the best game that you've played in your career?
I believe so. I believe so, yes.
You had 134 yards and a touchdown.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
When did you realize throughout the course of the game that you were having a pretty special game?
I really wasn't thinking about it, nor thought about if I had 100 yards or not. I just took every play and tried to execute, what I had to do.
Jordan, there's been a lot of talk this season about the run game not being up to par with the passing game. You guys, even Ronnie combined for 150 yards against Wyoming. Do you feel like the run game now is kind of back on track to where it should be in your guys' mind?
Oh, yes, for sure. It's going upward. We're always, hard on our guys, even ourselves, to take the little details, and, that's transformed in the game today.
How big of a win was this for you?
Really big. A West team, we knew what it'd take, and, we got the job done tonight.
Hey, so every time we talk to any of your teammates, they say how they just want to see you succeed, being that experienced player, you being that role model. So what was sort of a performance like this? What does that do? Has anyone of your teammates said anything to you about your performance today?
Of course, they congratulated me, but the job is not finished. We still got, games left. Really.
So even though the job's not finished,
Say it again.
With a win like this, you said the job's not finished. What sort of message does this win give to the other teams you guys face next week?
We know San Diego's a great team, but this one was an important one. We handled this one today, so 24-hour rule. We're gonna celebrate this win, and then scratch it and prepare for San Diego State.
And how do you feel like you're going to celebrate for this 24-hour rule?
Hang out with my teammates probably. Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would say just you take from your own performance in this game that you would say might be highlighted or something that you might cherish or remember throughout?
Not really me, but moments like the end, where everybody's up in their seat. That's really moments like that's why we play, and really just moments like the last few seconds of the game. Yeah, appreciate it.
Jordan, put this game in perspective in your 5 years here. I know that Andrew mentioned it was your best game of your career. So put this game in perspective in your 5 years of all you've gone through and all you've been through with this team.
Right.
This game is obviously special because it's been this Bulldog.
I can say one of them, personally, yes, but winning the championship, it's nothing like it.
But I mean, individually though,
Oh.
this is the most special game that you've played.
Yeah, for me.
States, right?
Yeah, for me, for the most part, yeah.
And what made it happen? Was it the numbers? Was it the carries you got? Was it
Just the execution that our offense had and our offensive line did today. It was really good.
When you talked about being mentally prepared to take over there down the stretch, I believe you played significantly more this game than you have since your injury.
Right.
Physically,
Yeah.
what was it like as the game wore on to test your body out for the first time in school?
I feel pretty good. Obviously put on some more weight, got more explosive and stuff like that. But for the most part, I feel really good.
Any final questions, Jordan? Sure.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Alright, I have to start off with a question like this where you get the amazing hat, but what was sort of that feeling of like, oh, I need to bring out the hat?
Our team decided to dress up today, and I thought it'd be a perfect fit for the Valley, so that's why kind of trying to represent. So that's why I got it.
In a game like this, I'm sorry to put you out there, but for a game like this, what would you say you thought from the defensive performance today?
Everybody was just playing so hard. I'm proud that everyone gave it their all. We were going through a little tough time right there. They scored, and everybody just stuck together and finished the game off. So.
Explain that tough time because this became a clincher like the last play. What was sort of the setbacks that you guys may have gone through, and then how was sort of that message that you guys got to continue on?
The offense was doing a great job scoring, and we got to go on the field and stop them. At some point that didn't happen, but we just kept our head up and we just kept on chopping wood, and we got to stop, big stop.
Where did you see from players like Carson, when you got like Carson got 476 yards throughout the entire game? What would you say you saw from them, and what were sort of the challenges, and how do you guys combat it?
He was throwing some pretty good balls, I didn't think that he would make those throws, but he made some pretty good throws, and I'm just glad we got after him. So he's a good player, but glad our defense got the job done.
And then last question for me, what was sort of your reaction in that last play when they didn't make the 2-point conversion?
Man, it was crazy. It was a relief for sure. I believe that we could stop him, and it's a game of inches. So I'm just glad he went our way.
Thank you.
You guys and Coach always talk about the 24-hour rule. This is a team that beat you at their place last year. Did that motivate you guys coming into this game?
Oh yeah, most definitely. That had a sour taste in our mouth last year, and we were ready to come out here and compete and play from the first whistle and to the last, and we got the job done. And we're gonna celebrate this win. We celebrate all wins, and then when Monday comes around, we're gonna be ready for the next thing. So.
What did it mean to you guys to win this game at home, on homecoming? Lorenzo Neal's jersey gets retired, and obviously it being a division opponent.
It meant a lot. A lot of our families came today. Just perform in front of them and all the fans. So it's a good opportunity to make the best of our opportunity. So.
David, you were already asked about the two-point conversion at the end of the game. I want to ask you about that fumble, which I think Evan is the one who recovered it. What did you see on that play? And do big plays like that kind of fire you guys up in general?
Oh yeah, I was pass rushing. I had the previous 2 drives. I was just going power, trying to bowl him. I bull rushed him for like five straight pass rushes, and I knew that he was gonna try to lean on me because I was bringing in that pressure. So I just went to a swipe move, and that's how I got the free release off it. So.
David, you have 5 sacks today. The team had 5 sacks today. That's the most they've had all season in a single game. Was there anything different about the pass rush today as opposed to past games?
No, nothing really. We knew it was a big game, and we just practiced hard this week. And our coach told us it's gonna be up to us, so we accepted the challenge and we got it done.
And as you mentioned, the strip sack, you had 2 sacks overall in the game. Last year you got off such a fast start with 4 forced fumbles in that season. I mean, how do you evaluate how you do each game? Is it as simple as the statistics, or how do you go about determining whether you had a good game or not?
It just starts at practice. I was a little frustrated a little bit, but I mean, I'm just glad our team wins, and I just knew I got to be a little bit better for my team, 1% better every day, and I'm just glad it came to show today, and yeah.
And overall, I mean, this is a game that you consider to be must-win. After going through the final 50 seconds, where they almost came close to tying the game, how do you move the next page and focus on a San Diego State team where it's another must-win game?
We're just gonna treat every team with the same respect, and we're not gonna take anybody lightly. We're just gonna practice hard, and our coaches can get us right for the game, and we're just gonna study film, stuff like that. So we'll be ready.
David, you guys spent it looked like most of the game with 3 linemen. Just how different was that, and how critical was it to get pressure with 3 D linemen to support your secondary?
Yeah, it was a little different, but we knew we were gonna get some one-on-ones, and those one-on-ones we had to win. And everybody was bought in. We had a good rotation going. Brought in some young guys to play a little bit, and they got their motors going. And I think everybody on the D line just did a great job. The DBs did an excellent job of helping us get there in time. Without them, we wouldn't be able to get those sacks today. So.
More questions for David? Thanks, David.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right. I guess if you want to watch a game to the very last second, just come watch us play, right? But every game comes down to the last drive. So proud of the guys. It was a lot of what we thought. The momentum swings and knowing what they had offensively, just trying to find a way to get off the field was hard at times, but defense got it done with some big plays. Probably not how you want to draw it up at the end, but we got the stop. It's probably the best team game I think we've played. You think about even Caesar's kicks that were huge at in the fourth quarter. Offense getting it down in there far enough to be able to kick it, and just really proud of the defense. DP Paralysis, with the strip sack, and even though we didn't get a first down, it's another couple minutes that comes off the clock and makes life tough for them. But credit to them, they're a really good football team, and we knew they were going to fight. They had a lot to play for, just like we do, and what a game.
Coach, you mentioned how this was a great team effort this game, and I was going to mention that too. Is this sort of the type of play style you're looking for? Like in the first quarter, you had Ronnie do the touchdown, and then you guys had an interception, and then you had Hayner just going off in the passing lane. So it's basically you have that dynamic duo on offense, and you have lockdown defense. Is that sort of the play style you guys are looking for throughout the entire season?
Yeah, I mean, we got the threats in different ways, and it was a big run. We haven't had a big run like that for quite some time. And for Ronnie to pop that off, and even though he got dinged up on that play, it gave us a really big spark and a lot of confidence, in running the football. And I thought we were pretty consistent, probably the best consistent-wise I thought we've been all year running the football. And, so we just continue to grow and continue to get better. But as far as team football, and like you're saying, the pass opens up the run opens up the pass. I mean, we'll take it whatever way we get it because we feel good about the guys that are in all the skill spots. And I thought the line played their most complete game today. A couple things you always want better. We'll work on, but I thought they continue to improve. And that's the key as we go through the second half of the season. They continue to improve, and the defense just pinned their ears back. And when we get in those modes where we can come after you, even with a three-man rush, we were getting some pressure at times. And credit to them again. They just they got some skilled players as well. They got some really good, good quarterback that is tough to defend, and he found a way to move the guys down the field. That's a very veteran football team that we face tonight. I mean, there's a lot of seniors stacked on both sides, and of course we do too. But I'm proud of our guys for continuing to fight.
And then you're talking about Ronnie getting dinged up at that one play. What just sort of happened with Ronnie at that one point? Is there any updates on how he feels now?
Yeah, he got rolled up on. I think you can see on the replay he got rolled up on. Honestly, it's the exact same thing that happened a year ago against them on the same type of play, down the right sideline. And he's going in to score and gets rolled up, kind of caught from the side there. So he's dinged up. Hopefully we can get him back sooner than later.
And despite him getting off the game, what do you see from Jordan's performance as he came back as the second running back to just dominate the entire game?
Came in here in 2017 with Ronnie and Jordan, and to see how much those guys have all grown. And, Jordan's a guy that's ready every single game. I can promise you the preparation he puts in. He was ready 4 weeks ago. He was ready 2 weeks ago. And he showed he was ready today. And I couldn't be more proud of a guy. And just he popped off a couple big runs there after he kind of got put into that position tonight, and just went over and said, "Man, this is why you do the work. This is why you prepare." And him and Ronnie have such a cool relationship. Seeing them support each other when Ronnie's had big days, Jordan's been there for him. And tonight, I couldn't have been more proud of both of them because Jordan's making the plays and Ronnie's there supporting him. And as much as it hurts Ronnie, he's got a smile on his face because we won the football game, and he's happy for what Jordan did tonight.
And just one last question, just to talk about more about Jordan. He remained humble throughout this entire interview, but what was sort of that, just like, what did his performance do for the team? Because when, I've talked throughout his other teammates, they say how Jordan is just the team favorite.
Yeah.
He's such a role model.
Yeah.
So what kind of performance does this for, his teammates, the team in general, and what kind of celebration do you think is going to happen after?
Yeah, and I think I said it earlier this week, and I don't remember the interview, but we have a lot of guys. I mean, our team is very close. We really are. We have a close group of guys that continue to celebrate the successes of other guys when they happen. They're so happy for them because they know the work that's been put in. And Jordan's, one of those guys. I mean, our guys are just truly, genuinely excited for him because of everything I just said. He's just been ready, and when he calls upon, even if it's just kickoff returns, he's going to hit that kickoff return exceptionally hard. And when we have meetings and we talk and we have players of the week, like last week, Jordan was one of them. It was him and Ronnie both. And our team just goes crazy because they love, how much of a team first mindset and player he is. Yep.
I have one more Jordan question for you.
Yeah.
What were your expectations for him when he went in when Ronnie went down?
Yeah, I mean, my expectations would be that I know that we wouldn't skip a beat, and I know Riv is special, but Jordan, again, knows the offense inside and out. There's nothing that we can't call, and you just saw him fighting. I didn't realize he had as many yards as he had, and so the offense for both those guys has always been completely available, because they're diverse. They can run the ball, they can catch the ball in the backfield. They're great pass protectors, and Jordan did that. It was actually kind of cool to see guys like Malik Sherrod get in there and take some snaps too, and see the growth that those guys are having. And they'll have to continue to step up if Riv isn't available. I don't know what the status is, but if that's the case.
So seeing that production, seeing the performance, do you change your game plan now with the run game possibly moving forward with San Diego State next?
No, I think you know, I mean, you look at the production too, you know, with our receiving core and different guys making plays, and knowing Jake's the gunslinger, you know, guy that has had a big year for us. We just could, you know, this is the balance that we love to have. You know, this is what's going to keep teams, defensive coordinators having nightmares when you know you can take the shots, and when the run game can set up the play action and the ball's down the field to a Carrick, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's gonna put more one-on-one opportunities for our receivers when Jordan can run it. And I think last week was a big part of where we're headed. You know, it wasn't pretty last week, but I think it instilled a little bit of a mindset in our offense that, you know, we can't just be always fun and gun, you know, and slinging it around every single play. So, like to see the completion percentage. I don't know what the math is on that, but it looks pretty decent. You know, 26 for 38 has to be up there, and that's an efficient, you know, that's an efficient number. And there's quite a few in there, I think, probably where Jake had to throw it away.
Great quarterback play from both teams tonight,
Yeah.
Coach. I'm just curious, after seeing what Carson Strong did, do you think that he's a Sunday quarterback? You think he could play in the NFL, possibly even be a first-round pick?
Yeah, I think he's definitely a Sunday quarterback. Where he's at, you know, I don't know, but there's two guys out there today that I think, you know, will definitely have their opportunities when their college days are over.
And then just lastly for me, I wanted to ask you about a lot of distractions, obviously, with it being homecoming, with Lorenzo Neal having his jersey retired. What was the atmosphere like for you guys? You know, a lot of chanting when the lights go down and everyone turns on their cell phone lights, just from your perspective on the sideline.
Yeah, I think it's honestly the first time I've felt us just play loose at home. You know, I don't know if it's still a little bit of residue from last year. You know, I just feel like tonight we were as loose as we've been. You know, I felt like we practiced all week long. You know, our backs are to the wall a little bit. The guys are smart. We didn't sit and dwell on it as far as what the implications were if we came out on the wrong end of it. But the guys knew, and they really just cut it loose out there tonight, I felt, you know. And even at the end, you know, I just feel like our team is completely fine with being in those close ones towards the end. Obviously, we don't want to be in that position, and we had opportunities to probably not put ourselves in that spot, but we're completely comfortable and not panicking. And you know, I think that's 5 games that have come right down to the wire for us. You know, down to the last drive or so. So I'm really proud of our guys. We got a lot of resiliency and a lot of fight. And, you know, this was probably one of the games where we played with a lead and finished, you know. And so there's a little bit different way of winning every game. You know, I guess last week we played with a lead, but that was one that we probably felt pretty secure about in the fourth quarter. But this one was never in hand just because you know what you're facing offensively from Nevada.
Coach, I know you guys have mentioned this the last couple of weeks about getting the offensive line more physical. Just what have you seen in the offensive line the last 2 weeks that, you know, you're liking, especially this game and the way the run game was going?
Yeah, I feel there's different pieces to it, right? There's number one, just not blowing assignments, and not that we were really doing that a lot, but you know, just the techniques that can be better when two guys need to work together. No one really helps that, and I think that's really starting to come together, and we're gelling more and more. You know, to where you know, you got a tough matchup, and you know where your help's coming, and yeah, still times today where we got beat one-on-one, and you know, guys like Braylon and a couple other guys, you know, those are lessons there. That D line for them had some guys up front that we knew would cause some problems. I don't care who they're going against; they've caused problems. I think they're, you know, the top sack team per game in the country. So, you know, they've done that to a lot of people, and again, I think they just continue to gel. I would hope that tonight would be another great motivator for them to come ready to work on Tuesday, have a big day again.
And then just my last question is just how important is Caesar's, you know, kicking ability right now? You know, just the 2 field goals he hit in the fourth quarter to kind of maintain your guys' lead. Just how big has he been, you know, since he's come back from his injury?
Yeah, he's been steady, and you know, that's what we saw in Caesar, and I know Abe did a great job, and that's what I just think when I think about our team, I think about how we're growing our depth in different ways, and we got a couple kickers behind Caesar that can get it done, that we have a lot of confidence in. So Caesar getting out there, and you know, he's kicked two tonight. Was it 2 tonight? And then one last week, in the end of the game, that have all been big, and they are not chip shots. And so I'm super proud of him. He's a guy that just has grown so much in his confidence, but it all comes back to just working hard. He comes ready to practice every single day. Our guys really have a ton of respect for all our specialists, and that's what's really cool is when you see the whole team just meshing. Jacob Westbury, Carson Strong is one of the hardest workers on the football team, and those guys just keep working and keep getting better.
Coach, on that 64-yard TD run by Rivers, I noticed that the block by Vavao really seemed to clear the lane for Rivers. Can you talk about that block and that play, and then just the specific
Who
injury?
was the block?
Vavao? Your right guard?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we hit it front side there with the run play. And, it's a formation where we got him in the look that we wanted to. And if we just do a good job of just staying together when you have a double team, and that's what Mose does. He's a big body guy, interior, that can move some people. And he certainly did, because we hit it clean, and when Riv can get through the first level clean, good things are going to happen. So it was really cool. Yeah, you're right. Mose did have a nice block. Pretty ironic, Mose's first start last year was this game, and he got thrown into the mix on a Thursday night practice that was supposed to be in Thursday morning. Played 105 or 100 snaps, so it's really cool seeing a lot of our guys, get a chance to respond to what happened a year ago against the same football team.
And can you just specify the injury to Rivers? What part of the body?
It's going to be lower leg. I don't even honestly. I know kind of like maybe ankle area, maybe a little higher. I just saw what you saw, and it got rolled up on. So I'm imagining it's some type of ankle. I don't know exactly where on the ankle, high or low or anything like that.
Coach, defense just came out really, really strong to start the game. How important was that to give the offense, a few drives to get on their feet there and get going like they did?
Yeah, they did. You're right. I just love the way that they're coming out and playing with confidence, understanding the game plan, and playing together, and setting the tone early. It's hard because offenses are always going to show you a little wrinkle or here and there, and a game plan like we had tonight, I don't know if you noticed, but we had a lot of 3-down rushes. That's not something that we do a lot of. And so from the beginning of the week, I thought the coaching staff did a nice job of committing to that being an additional part of our game plan and putting in a lot of different looks that required different personnel to be in some different spots. Extra defensive backs in the game, and so some young guys at times. Some young guys out there, and in the end, there were some times where you just those young guys got picked on a little bit, but they also came through with some big plays. And so I'm really proud of the defense and how we can go from 1 week playing a team like Wyoming and having to play smash mouth and get after them up front, and then get against a team that is going to be wide open, spreading the balls flying all over the place, and do a good job of keeping things under wraps.
Coach, you guys are bowl eligible for the first time since 2018. How nice is that? And also, doing it against a rival like Nevada.
Yeah, it is, and we didn't even celebrate that in there. I thought about it earlier in the week, but I think we're so locked in on, what it takes. We have that's a huge goal, but our goal of, doing greater things too is in front of us, and so with the conference championships and things like that, so that is really cool. I'm excited for our guys. Assuming everything goes as planned, bowl eligible doesn't mean you automatically get in, but I think it would probably be a good chance, right, with where we're at. So fired up for the guys. These guys, the thing about them, they love being around each other and they love playing football, and so that's just an extension of our season. We already know is in place, and it's going to give us more opportunities for them to do exactly that. And when you go to bowl games, that's how you grow your program, because those are extra practices after the season's over that you don't get. It's like an additional spring ball. And so when that time comes, we're definitely going to be able to benefit from it and develop some young guys and keep getting better. So and then obviously get to do what we love to do and be around each other and play more football.
Coach, Coach, you mentioned how you guys didn't really celebrate the bowl eligibility because of the focus on the next game. I mean, after surviving and advancing this one, I mean, is that kind of just going to be the theme of this season, is survive and advance, considering the amount of must-win games you have, and the next one being at San Diego State?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, it's just one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, and that's all we're concerned about now is moving on and playing San Diego State, who's, we know, a phenomenal football team, and we're going to have our hands full again. Much different way, right? I mean, just different types of teams that we're playing, and I mean, from schemes to personnel and all that kind of stuff. So tomorrow's going to be fun. We'll celebrate it, okay, learn from the things that we need to get better at, and really, I think, also learn from the successes that we had today as well. So it's going to be an awesome week for prep. I would think our guys are going to have just as much energy, if not more, than we had this last week. And you know, this the momentum again. I think that's going. We had a little blip on the radar a couple weeks ago. Other than that, I thought we've been doing a pretty good job, just stringing things along and continue to get better.
You mentioned at the start of the press conference, which feels like a while ago, but the quote you said was, "You guys never have any close games, right? Like, you want to watch a team play to the very end, watch us." Is that necessarily a good thing in your opinion, or do you think maybe the way you guys have these games come down to the wire prepares you for potentially more important games that come down to the wire, like tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely love for us to get the first down with the offense on the field and the game be over, right? No question about that. And those are the plays we look at. Those are really the ones we look at tomorrow. It's like, okay, just everything about it, and we know those are going to be hard yards. And I feel great about, running the ball 3 times because the clock's our friend. We know that the field position is going to be against them. I mean, credit to them. I mean, they go the whole length of the field in just a short amount of time, made some amazing catches, still got out of bounds, had a lot of things working on their end. But, yeah, I would like to, find ways to put it away earlier, when we have those opportunities, but, piecing together and just finding ways to get points. I mean, Caesar could have not made the field goal, and then all of a sudden it's an even tougher situation. There's things that could have gone the other way too, right? I mean, Perales getting the strip sack. I mean, that's a way of, still continue to play and finding a way to make plays. And, we shortened the game that way and made it hard on them.
Coach, your defensive packages were significantly different for a lot of this game than some individuals like Devo Bridges and Deontay Perry, who haven't played a lot in this one. Can you speak on the defense you implemented and some of the individuals that made it work?
Yeah, we brought, there was a lot of guys that were, especially in the secondary, that were moved over from scout team to give us some depth because our package, a lot of extra defensive back looks, which means, D linemen's coming off the field, especially in obvious pass downs. And I think we did a great job against the run, even when we had a light box, where we were playing the pass. I thought we came and triggered well in the run. But, Devo got out there for a few snaps. I think Leonard Payne's doing a great job, with the pass rush. I mean, it's a whole group effort, but a lot of 3-man looks up front defensively for sure, and just a rotation in the secondary. A lot of what we call dime package stuff. So.
And how critical was it for that 3-man rush to get 5 sacks for your secondary to help them out?
Yeah, that's what's impressive. Is, there's 82 snaps, and so there's a lot of opportunities when they throw the ball 49 times, or did I try 61? Am I seeing that right? 61 times. And so there's a lot of opportunities, but, all it takes is that one negative play to try to make life difficult. And again, credit to them. They overcame some of those negative plays because of how good they are.